Faded Glory by Dan Mason. The Admiral's Indulgence. Part 2. As the first splash of warm water hit his back, Hayes took a deep breath. May's hands followed the water, gliding smoothly over his skin. She used both hands to spread the water, starting at his neck, and then moving to his shoulders and down his back. Her touch was light, but intentional, her fingers tracing the muscles that had long since grown rigid from years of stress and responsibility. "You carry much weight, Admiral," May said softly, her voice barely audible above the water. "It's time to let it go, just for now." Hayes felt a wave of relaxation wash over him, more powerful than anything he had felt in years. As May continued to bathe him, her hands moved with practiced care, rubbing soap into his skin and rinsing it away with the water from the shower head. The warmth of the water and the softness of her touch sent shivers down his spine. Her fingertips grazed his skin, sometimes firm, sometimes gentle, but always in control. "You've served your country for a long time," she whispered, moving her hands lower over his lower back and legs. "It's time someone served you." The Admiral's breath quickened. Something was intoxicating about her words, the way she spoke as though she knew the battles he had fought, not just on the seas, but within himself. Her hands moved with purpose, washing away the weight of duty and guilt he had carried for so long. As the water poured over him, cleansing his skin, it was as if she were washing away the layers of his life, leaving only the man underneath. He felt her hands move to his feet, massaging them gently as the water streamed over his body. Her fingers pressed into the arches of his feet, releasing tension he hadn't even known was there. The warmth of the water and the softness of her touch made him feel weightless, as though he were floating in the ocean, free of all responsibility. "Does it feel good, Admiral?" May asked, her voice filled with a knowing calm. "Yes," Hayes breathed, his voice barely more than a whisper. "It feels different." "Good," she replied, smiling as she began to move the water over his arms. "You deserve this. You've earned it." For the first time in years, Hayes allowed himself to relax completely. He surrendered to the sensation of her hands, the warmth of the water, the intimacy of the moment. May's hands moved with a rhythm that soothed his mind, her touch like a soft melody playing over his body, her words seeping into his soul. "You don't need to think about anything right now," she continued, her voice like silk. "No decisions, no battles. Just let me take care of you." The Admiral felt a twinge of guilt, but it was quickly washed away by the sensation of May's hands moving back to his shoulders, massaging the tension that had built there over the years. Her hands felt both innocent and dangerous, a reminder of the delicate line he was walking, one that he had crossed the moment he entered the parlor. As May continued to wash his body, the water running over him in gentle streams, Hayes closed his eyes and let go of everything. For now, in this moment, he was just a man, lying in a quiet room, the weight of the world lifted from his shoulders by the hands of a stranger, and for the first time in years it felt like freedom.